Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Gotham by Night. A very, very eventful evening, um, at least for Mrs. Tatiana, who had a very full evening. It started really well, then progressed to some really, really bad things happening, but ended on a positive note before she finally returns home to find Nathaniel because she will need to vent all that shit.
Nathaniel is at home and he is drinking from a cup, not from Wayne this time. And he is talking to the phone. He is like talking about a early business meeting in another country. And he actually says, "I will call you later." Yeah, yeah, whatever. Closes the thing and looks at Tatiana. You look pale, paler than normal.
Yes, I'm very tired too. Lucy will walk towards him and give him a very, very tight hug. Like, you will notice that something is definitely wrong here.
Yeah, he immediately says, oh, "What's going on? Come sit."
Alex
As
is
he like
back.
tries
Alex,
to like immediately understand the situation.
yes, he will follow him to the sitting sofa, whatever it is, the couch. Well, Alex is back. Made sure
Hmm.
to make his presence known and try to assert his dominance of sorts.
How?
You know, the usual way.
Dominate?
Berating, insulting,
Hmm.
undermining my confidence, that sort of thing.
Understand. You're gonna have to deal with him then.
Well, not yet, unfortunately. He hasn't really done something that would justify such action. Actually had a talk with the prince about it.
The prince does not have to know what we do.
We can't go behind his back and
Why?
get rid of a high ranking member of the Invictus. He's
Then
going to
we.
dig his own grave eventually. You have to be patient.
It's not about being patient. It's about the prince realizing that we are three people and he's one person. They have been doing a lot of work. I don't know what Alex does. He will have to commit and understand, or then we will not do what Prince says. He's
The
building alliances
prince
with us.
is not the problem, but
I know Prince is not
others.
the problem. Alex is.
Yes, but he has support of many high ranking
The prince
members.
already hates half of the fucking city at the moment. He talked to me recently. I told we kind of have an agreement about scratching each other's back. He told me that he needs someone on Riddler and he wants my support, and he's okay with me being behind the scenes. But
I know, Nate, but he needs to have good reason. And
his good reason is him
knowing
trying to fuck
Alex,
us over.
no, knowing Alex, he will give us good reason. We just have to wait for it.
That means that we will allow him to attack us. This is
Well,
your
at what point?
sire. I
At
am
what
okay with doing what you say, but we're opening ourselves to an attack and another public humiliation, maybe.
it's more of us.
I think even if we expect an attack, we should get ready for one. We should talk about his connections. He has money, as far as I remember.
For now, the Prince has promised that he will try and pull whatever strings he can to keep him away from me, or at least keep him busy, so that he'll stay away from me.
That gives us
I,
good ways of finding things about him.
well, definitely myself and Creed are at a disadvantage due to our sympathetic connection. He can easily drain a person of their own willpower, of their own self confidence. It's like, I don't even know how he does that, or if that's an actual power that he has, or just my reaction to him, but he says he considers me a failure.
He's trying to piss you off. It's quite obvious.
What if he's right?
Of course he's not. Tatiana, if you think that he is right, then he already succeeded. Makes you self doubt. That's his game. He's trying to make sure that you self doubt yourself enough to understand what if he's right? What if I need to prove myself to him?
Well, that won't happen.
Yes,
Nor have I ever allowed him to see me doubt myself in his presence.
it's it doesn't matter because you already just said what if he's right. That means he is kind of winning. But at the same time, it's good that you told to me, who can tell you that's bullshit. You've succeeded at a lot of things. You fucking left your family just because you disagreed with them. Created an empire for yourself. You have friends in high places and connections I don't even fucking know. You don't just self doubt yourself. You have a lot of friends, and if your sire is pisses us off a lot, we can manipulate the right people to we can manipulate the right people to make sure he's gone. You have a lot of friends.
Well, that's certainly helpful.
Now,
And
one thing before I finish, I apologize. I was not done. I know I take a space, but I
no,
want you
please
to
go
think
ahead.
about this. If he is the person who likes to torture you, like you said, he is winning. This is a mental torture that you're doing to yourself.
Well, I did strike him back though. So I guess we're at a tie, I suppose. It's just he keeps treating me like a child.
The I met him. I didn't met him. I think he knows me, and I didn't see him yet. But I think let's give an example of me and William. Okay.
Mhm.
Now it's gonna make me a bit mad, but don't be mad. These are not the things um I did or I was going to. These are not the things I did, but I was going to do if he become more dickish to me. Now, when you look at someone and how they dress up, you kind of see how they if they have enough money or not. Their watch, the things they wear, these things kind of show. And I was totally just going to downplay his the lack of things that he has, because I had some advantages over him. Now, your sire is older, therefore he has potent blood, therefore he gets to be a dick because he can just get away with these things. That's why he does it. He enjoys being a dick. Because to be honest, it is funny. It is that feeling of being powerful is addictive. God does it all the time. And us vampires living long lives kind of gives us these complex of power. So him doing what he does was just to mess with you. If we look at tell the prince like who has been accomplishing many things, he's not going to say Creed. He's not going to say Nathaniel Hightower. He's not going to say my sheriff. He's going to say Tatiana. You have been putting shit together for a long ass time. You have been leading these things from behind, pulling strings, telling people the right things, telling people what they need to know and what they don't need to know. You kept it from them. So you'd have been nothing. I'm underlining this. Nothing to self doubt yourself. And he holds her hand to give her like that I mean what I say type of look. And I can make a roll if you want to.
Oh no. Well, why? Is it a lie?
It's not a lie.
And
It's
then he talk.
basically like, like when you want to give emotion like very strongly and you talk like very
Yeah,
not aggressively.
yeah, inspiration.
Expression. I don't have
Yeah.
fucking expression with this character, but I have persuasion.
I,
But
I, I, I don't, I
let
don't, I
us
don't
tease
think,
aside.
I don't think it's required. Like,
Yeah,
you made a pretty compelling case.
thank you. I also played it nice. I hope.
Yeah. Yeah. She will smile. Well, what I know is that he will eventually dig his own grave. He did try to undermine the prince already. And this is something that I would never allow. The prince might have weird ways of doing things, and we might not agree with everything, but I don't question my loyalty to him and what he has done for me over the years. I'll help him, and when he sees that Alex is a danger, he will be taken care of. We may not even need to get our hands dirty if the sheriff is involved.
I really apologize. Can you give me 2 minutes?
Yep,
My mom is saying something. I think she hurt her leg. I'll be right back.
yep. Doop, 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 elevator music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. More elevator music.
I'm back.
Okay, so where was I? Okay, about the if the sheriff is involved, we won't need to do much, and it will come to that, I'm sure. Alex might think he's smart, but he's reckless and impulsive, and things tend to not end in his advantage. Anyway, enough about him. I'm over this. Just he threatened my friends, and if he does anything, he's gonna be erased from the map completely.
Hmm.
I have other news too.
Mm-hmm.
There was a bit of a heated argument with William after what he did.
After what he did?
You know, he raged after the raid and went and riled up a bunch of his kind to help with the Riddler, which I did not agree with. Nobody agreed with. So I'm just trying to make sure that they will not interfere.
Um,
Not depending on what happens with the Riddler, they can have his body. I don't care.
why we are mad about bunch of werewolves killing Riddler? Like we are told to deal with this. If the werewolves are going to deal with it for us, so what?
We were told to deal with this. We were told to make sure that the Invictus are credited with it, so others will know not to mess with us. If the werewolves are involved, it will be messy. Very messy.
So it's the decorating contest of it.
Not to mention that we've worked hard so far. We can't just leave it to a bunch of raving beasts.
Why you care who kills Riddler? When it's done, it's done. You don't need to filth your hands with every thing that goes against you.
No, but I have to make sure that it's done cleanly, neatly, without any violations of the masquerade, and that they know who was responsible for ridding the city of him. I don't like
Sometimes
outsourcing.
you say you don't like outsiders involving when you have a bunch of friends from outsiders.
No, I mean outsourcing.
Now, it's kind of strange because we were in different positions where I was defending that we should be inclusive, while you were saying we shouldn't exclude them.
Oh no, I'm not being exclusive. We already have two of their kind in our midst. We don't need a bunch of them. It's
To
going
be
to
honest,
become dangerous for all of us.
it is true. If William causing the trouble, maybe I can talk with him.
I don't know if that would help, honestly.
Well,
He said some things. Well, let's say he tried to bullshit his way out of an apology. He chose his pride over the rest of us.
the
So
rest
at
of us.
the moment, we're supposed to be acting as a team. What he did was outside of it. He didn't consult with us, he didn't even warn us about it. And while I understand that he was in a state of rage that he couldn't control, still,
Consequences are the things that matters, not the reasons of why people did what. Because actions can
exactly,
cost you.
exactly. I'll just have to make
See,
sure that if they try to botch this, that we're prepared for them as well.
but what's going to happen if he pushes you as well? He looks in the eyes of Tatiana with a smile because he knows that Tatiana doesn't want that to happen, but he pushes her a bit because he wants her to get tough a bit about this specific subject.
Well, I made it very clear to him of what would happen if he doesn't keep them leashed. I also plan to speak to his wolf mother or whatever they call it. I know that she has some sway and she's a lot more reasonable.
I think I can talk with his wolf mother as well.
Yes, we can do that together. I don't see a problem. Also, well, I got some new information from the prince.
Regarding,
You remember that mad thing that attacked us in my office?
mm-hmm,
I
Clayface.
believe, yeah, I believe it's impersonating that fellow that Lillian killed. I did
Hmm,
report to the prince that this guy was dealt with, and he showed me a picture of him from one day earlier. So
strange.
it's safe to say that someone is impersonating him. Because the prince made it clear that after the Riddler, we have to deal with Mr. Cobblepot. Oh, and remember when I told you that I suspect he might be Kindred?
Yes,
Well, he's not. He's a ghoul, though. What the prince told me is that the previous prince has gifted his family with a punished kindred that is kept around as a blood bank, pretty much. And I think this is what the Riddler is using as well to create the ghouls around the city. So everything is coming together.
it seems.
Oh, I also had a meeting with a lawyer tonight.
What does dear lawyer do?
Well, I'm going to sue the city for loss of profit.
Because of what happened in the.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And then whatever earnings, I'm going to donate in order to create a task force battling gang violence in the city. I'm planning to increase my status within the city. Anyway, or means. I may have enemies, but I'm not gonna make it easy for them. And I'm almost certain that we're going to win.
I think we should do the donation together as couple who cares about the city.
I agree. Anyway, it
Therefore,
will
our
be
gains
sad
can be beneficial as well,
and mutual. But this is something that will require some time, so I wouldn't worry about it yet.
and planning.
Work needs to be done, but yes, we should both reap the benefits of that.
The You seem very stressed. You should go to opera tomorrow. I know you like opera.
Hmm. Yes, I do miss it. That's a very good idea.
There was a
Thank you.
group from Greece who tells the story of the ascension of Zeus.
Hmm, quite interesting.
He smiles.
Well
I am
then,
happy that you will enjoy it.
then I will have to go and take a relaxing bath and then a beauty sleep so I can be ready for it. Hmm.
I agree. He says with a smile, gets up and extends his hand for Tatiana to take it,
Yeah, she will.
where he will lead her towards the bathroom.
Yeah, bubble bath.
Bubble bath, yeah, exactly. Should be in the scene there?
Yeah, I think it's a good enough point. Thank you, players, for playing and watchers for watching. This has been another scene of Gotham by Night. We will see you all next time.